Hey guys, I just kind of wanted to start my video off to let you see for yourself how the water pressure is in my room here in this solo studio cabin. You hear all that gurgling? Yeah, I'm convinced that somehow these two drains are connected. I'm also convinced that the drains on this whole floor are connected. So if you know anything about cruise ship logistics, if you're an engineer, I don't know, comment below, tell me what you think. But just to say that this has been a long cruise and I only ask for service like every 3-4 days, but I noticed that when I came in, the steward, he fixed the little button down there, the drain part in my sink, and the drain never was slow running, but whatever he did, it lightened whatever unpleasant smell I was getting. So I say that to say, do not hesitate when something is wrong in your cabin to just speak up. I try not to be that person to make a lot of complaints. I try to, give the stewards grace half of the time because they have a very hard job. But when you are paying your hard-earned money and you're trying to be comfortable in a small space, just speak up, because even if you halfway think something is wrong, they are the experts and they have a lot of rooms to concentrate on. You might just get missed in the big hoopla and never get your room serviced, beyond what you can do with sanitizing wipes. When I first came, look at my dessert. I'm going to eat that later. But I asked him to change my sheets. I told him that my sheets smelled mildewed, musty. And I thought, maybe it's just like, old dryer lint. They were a little wet. No, when he changed my sheets, I immediately could tell the difference. So in fact, if I would have waited another 3-4 days for a sheet change, I would have had to be uncomfortable and less than satisfied in a dirty bed. Not on this cruise, but in other cruises I've been on. Look how small this toilet room is. This toilet smells fresh and clean, but I've been in other toilets, other bathrooms where it doesn't smell fresh and clean, and I have spoken up. If I smelled any urine, if I smelled any feces, I have told the steward, and they made sure that my bathroom gets deep cleaning. Speak up. If your bathroom stinks, don't just think, oh, that's how a cruise bathroom is supposed to smell. Speak up. Get it cleaned. Make sure that where you're laying your head is comfortable and nice. The shower, it's pretty standard. Usually if I don't have enough water pressure in my shower, I'll go to the gym or the spa area and take a shower there. I did not pay for the spa package on this cruise, and this gym does not have a locker room. So unfortunately, I just kind of had to make do with whatever products, whatever water pressure that I have. This little thing, poor soap design, but anyhow, I think I said before in my other video, antibacterial soap. I always make sure to carry some with me. If I don't use it every day, I'll use it like every other day on the cruise. Just one more thing to make me feel a little bit, germaphobe satisfied. If the cruise is really long, I'll bring my own liquid soap. I did not on this cruise. I kind of regret it because, like I said, this hand soap, I don't like the smell of it. But it's there. It's working. It's doing what it needs to do. I wish that the first time I noticed any kind of unpleasantry at that sink or under the sink, I would have just mentioned it to the cabin steward, because he fixed it today without me asking, and I can just tell it's so much more pleasant to wash my hands over there or brush my teeth over at the sink. Even in the common areas, I've just noticed the vacuuming doesn't get done on some floors like it gets done on others. So, I should probably get hired as a cruise ship auditor because I have noticed, I would say it takes about 4 to 5 days for every single common area to be vacuumed, clean, and fresh. Every single day, Absolutely not. So take that advice with it what you will. Sanitize your hands as much as you can. Bring those wipes, bring the Lysol with you. And if something is wrong in the cabin, kind of like the few things that I mentioned to you that would have made my day one a more enjoyable experience for the entire cruise, not just, somewhat happy towards the end of the cruise, speak up. Speak up, speak up, speak up. You know, I would say as long as you're not super pushy, like I've seen some people ask for ice every 3 hours brought to their room, or they need their sheets changed every single day, stuff that I know if they were at home, they would not do. These are not our personal servants. These are not our personal maids. I don't know if some cruise line offers that kind of butler service or whatever. By all means, if you're on that cruise, then, take advantage of that service. But if you're getting the basic economy cabin like myself, make your expectations reasonable, but make them known. Let your cabin steward know so that you can have an enjoyable time. Let me turn off the rest of the lights so you guys can kind of see during the day how this starboard side artificial screen looks when we're out at sea, when we're not at the dock. Yeah, it's kind of nice there. You see, it's just like a very calm sea day. The sun is not out too much, but on this inside room, I do enjoy having that screen available to make me feel like I'm not completely closed in and I can tell what time of day it is. I like to just leave my screen up all the time. So that's it, guys. If you do have other questions or comments, I would be happy for you to type them below. I am trying to grow the channel, work on my editing skills, and get more views. So to help support me, that would be great if you could hit the thumbs up button or subscribe if you're also interested in seeing what else that I have to say. Have an excellent day.